My name is MC Melodee.
Watch out!
I'm a writer, performer.
For daily trouble, I leave it all behind me. Got a one-way ticket where the world can find me.
Entrepreneur.
Put your motherfucking hands up in the air, yo!
I'm based in Amsterdam. La Melodee is my crew.
Good enough to go the fast way, so smoke a fat J.
I started La Melodee in 2004, and I did this together with a producer, and yeah, we put out albums in Japan, in the US, in Holland, and traveled all over the globe with La Melodee, soulful hip-hop music. I think that people in Holland overall can speak English very well. So even back in the days, you know, a lot of rappers over here in Holland, everybody was actually rhyming in English and doing well. Music quality was good, but also their accent was good. So we had quite a few people and rappers over here in Holland who also made steps outside of Holland.
It's the harder art I'm giving, and I know that any MCing is harder listening. Your album's whack, cause the art is missing.
I think that being from Holland, which is a small country, you gotta be able to speak different languages. English obviously is very important, so that is one of the reasons why I rap in English. That is, yeah, how it influenced me, I guess. Yeah, for me, you know, there's a whole world out there, and Holland is such a small country, and actually hip-hop within Holland is such a small music genre, you know. Holland is more like a pop rock. For me, it's just way more interesting to rap in English because then I have the whole world as my playground, you know. I can reach way more people while rapping in English, so I'm not just gonna switch to Dutch. I started working with Cooking Soul, production team from Valencia.
Listen now.
Cooking soul.
They have, first of all, they have a huge fan base in Spain and Latin America. And because they introduced me to their crowd, I also now, you know, have more fans in Spain and in Latin America. But I'm working with a lot of other producers as well, and those fans are following me now. So now they have also become my fans, you know. So that's really great. People want autographs and all that. It's a lot of fun, you know. People in Spain show a lot of love. And we got a show in Mexico coming up next month, for instance. So that's going to be the first time for me to perform in Latin America, you know, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, it's true that hip-hop is a male-dominated scene or music genre. I don't know that many females around me actually who are active, who are rapping or writing or performing. So it makes it kind of lonely sometimes. But, you know, at the same time, it's also good because I'm different. I'm not like all of them dudes, you know, I'm different. And I noticed that also when I hit the stage, people always have they see me on stage and they either think like, oh, it's dope to see a girl who's getting on stage. I wonder what she's gonna do. Or it's like, oh, there's a girl stepping up on stage. I bet this is gonna suck. But yeah, regardless, you know, to me it's just about the skills and can you bring those skills to the table, you know. So no matter how people think on forehand, if they're prejudged in whatever type of way, I'm just going to be there on stage and do my thing and blow everybody away. You know, that's what I do. And in the end, it's all about skills, not about being a male or female, you know. Yeah, as I mentioned, you know, there's not a lot of girls in this hip-hop scene. So a couple of years ago, you know, I just got tired of the question of always the same question, like, hey Melodee, we know that you are active in the hip-hop scene in Holland, but where are those other females, you know, who else is rapping? And I was like, you know what, I don't even know. So I want to find that out. That's why, together with Studio West, I started doing some auditions because I wanted to create a platform for dope female in hip-hop in Holland. And I think about 30 girls came by, artists, and out of them we picked 10 ladies who have skills, who are serious about their career, who are making moves, and yeah, we just started the platform Damn Dutchess with them. And right now we're doing our first international project, and this is a project with a Swedish platform that does the same as we do. And this new project is called Fam, as in family. And we've got our first video that came out a couple of weeks ago. The album is coming out end of January, and it's mind-blowing, seriously. So many dope artists, and they're all female, singers, rappers, DJs, producers. Yeah, be on the lookout. For me, you know, I always wanted to make feel-good music.
While I'm getting struck up with life lessons, I gotta take a break, take it back to the essence. I try mindfulness.
A lot of that, you know, is sample-based. So I guess then immediately it becomes like a more 90s type of vibe.
Gotta be on top of my game, I'm shameless. Love to go hard, throwing gain ain't painless. Love to cook, do it good, I be the main dish. Sex on a platter, you don't like the booty weightless. Hanging out with the boys, let them entertain us. Know how to rock a party, I'm a little famous.
My main focus is making soulful hip-hop music, and in 2013 I did one whole album with Cooking Soul, which was my first album with them.
I'm ready.
Put my high heels on, still ripping the song. I bring it on, mad strong, I can't go wrong. Break the stage down when I crush like King Kong. MCs wanna meet skills like a tank.
And they said, hey Mel, you know what, let's do a 90s inspired hip-hop album and let's put it out on vinyl. And I was like, you know what, sure, let's go for it. So they started making the beats, I started writing my rhymes, and it went so fluently. It was just super natural, you know. So we put out the album on Jakarta Records, pressed limited vinyl, and the reactions were so good. People loved it. I guess, you know, because of the whole trap thing, and because a lot of the new music that's coming out that is like the opposite of soulful music, you know, you have a lot of people that also want that soul to come back and that 90s vibe and that feel-good vibe to come back, you know. And a lot of my fans really asked me to do that. So that's why last year, you know, I started working with different producers. They sent me all kinds of different beats, but a lot of them send me more like 90s type of stuff, because that's all coming back, and it has been coming back for a couple of years now, you know. My biggest influences, you know, from like back in the days already. I mean, I fell in love with hip-hop when I was really young, when I was like 8 years old. And I listened to De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Salt and Pepper, FED, and the Boys. But I think I really got caught up with hip-hop when I was like 16, and I started listening to Nas and Biggie, and those rappers had a big influence on my style, you know. For me, at that moment, it already became important that I had to focus on my flow, and my voice was the other strong point, you know. So Nas and Biggie, and as for producers, you know, Dilla, J Dilla, of course, and Madlib, you know. Dilla for the soulful stuff mostly, also for the raw bangers, but Madlib for the raw stuff. And I don't know, man, those were just my biggest influences back in the days already. I think, you know, there are a lot of inspiring people in this world. of course, Muhammad Ali is one of them. For me personally, somebody that has been a big influence in my life. Also, my father, for instance, and my whole roots in the Caribbean. That's like I have so much family in the Caribbean, and my dad raised me with a lot of the culture and the Creole culture and the language and all that, and that really was important for me as well, even though maybe directly you can't hear it back in my music or anything, but it did influence me as a person, and yeah, I guess, also in a way was an influence on the fact that I ended up right here, right now. Yeah. Right now, I'm working on the FAM project that I just mentioned, doing it together with Fantastic and then Duchess, and I just want to launch the album. We're going to make it happen the end of this month, and we're having a release party in Stockholm, and then a release party in Holland, and I'm trying to set up a tour also. That's going to be crazy, like so many females on the road, doing shows, and everybody is just brutal on stage. So I'm really looking forward to dropping the songs. I just heard the masters last week, so I'm really excited about that. Furthermore, I have some features coming up. I got a feature with Onra coming up, for instance. I got another one with Illa J coming up, Jay Dilla's brother. I just got the records in for like a crew from Poland that I did music with, so I have a lot of features coming up actually. Well, you got to go to the right cafes and bars and stuff like that, and what we like to do is maybe get together, borrelen, so like just having some drinks and some bitterballen around 4 or 5 o'clock or something like that in the afternoon. I think what else is fun to do in Amsterdam, what people from the outside don't know. Well, you gotta find the right parties to go to. That is also important, because foreign people, maybe they don't know which places to go to. And for instance, I'm doing a regular night in the Jimmy Woo. Jimmy Woo is a really nice club here in Amsterdam. You definitely gotta check it out if you haven't been there already. The party I'm doing is called The Illest. It's straight up hip hop classics. Guaranteed to have a great night. So, but there are more things. There are more things to be continued. Hey, what up? This is MC Melodee, all the way live from Amsterdam, shouting it out to Tastemaeker. Keep on rocking, y'all. Blowing up the spot.